It was a day like today 5 years ago when I decided I wanted to live in a van. An April morning in Rhododendron State Park, walking through the plants, realized I want to do something different with my life. And here I am today doing the same thing in the beautiful Brooklyn Botanical Garden. One of the most beautiful places on earth, in my unbiased opinion. I'm a Bostonian and I'm praising the New Yorkers for this place. This place just opened like a week ago and most stuff is not yet popped except for one gardened area right up here full of cherry blossoms and I think some apple blossoms as well. Look at this. I'm no horticulturist, but I recognize a magnolia when I see it. They even have an indoor tropical rainforest here. I just walked through. It told you like a history of the earth. So if you're into like nerdy science type stuff, I found that fascinating. It was nice to go inside today because it is rainy and cold and miserable. These are all magnolias here. I guess they come in multiple colors. This whole garden is magnolias, and I can confirm it's pretty much at peak right now. I think this exact time of year, spring, early spring, just when it's still, the tentacles of winter are still kind of wrapping around, is a great time in your life to make big decisions. If you've been thinking about moving into a van, do it. This is the year to put that in action. If you've been saving up to buy a van, buy it now. If you're ready to go full-time and move into your van, do it now because the weather's going to cooperate and coax you for the next 6 months or so until you get the rhythm and you can prepare for a nice long winter. I'm being bombarded by Barry Manilow lately. I arrived in New York last night. I'm here for like 4 nights. Apparently Barry Manilow is doing a 4-night run at Radio City Music Hall. Right now I'm walking through this section in the Brooklyn Botanical Garden where they put donors' stones down on the ground. I just encountered Barry Manilow. It's right over here. But this is a beautiful garden. It's big. You can get lost walking around in here. I've actually been walking around for like 2.5 hours already. The Brooklyn Botanical Garden exit is right next to the Brooklyn Museum. I was in there earlier today with my mother. Right now they have a van in there, right in the lobby, like a decked out Elvis Presley style Airstream. I recommend you stop by. But I'm gonna be in New York City a few more days. Gives me an opportunity to, well, see the spring bloom and also think about what I want to do with my van and my YouTube channel and by extension my life in the year ahead. Throw in a montage of everything I've done for the past few days. I've been with my mother doing stuff around town, museums and stuff, but the spring explosion has totally started while I've been down here. All the trees are in bloom. I can't wait to see this in Massachusetts. Right now, I'm going to a little art installation around the corner here. It's called the Color Factory. It used to be like a big Sherwin-Williams paint mixing operation. They converted it into an art installation. I need to get something there from the gift shop, but in the meantime, I'll show you the inside of this cool place. My theory is this warehouse was left abandoned here in Soho or wherever it is, with a bunch of half-filled buckets of paint and industrial stuff strewn about. Some art students got their hands on it, each took a room and went nuts. It's just a spectacle of colors and shapes, rooms with stuff that makes no sense. Here we go. And I got what I came for. These glasses right here, these are the best sunglasses ever. They're one body, like one big solid piece of plastic, very well constructed. And they're an orange tint, which I find is the perfect tint. They take down the light just enough. They also look pretty snazzy. I got to eat rainbow bagels as my last breakfast in New York, which is ironic because the further I got up the Hudson Valley on the train ride back, the less and less color there was. It was like going back in time. There's nothing in bloom here, none of the trees in bloom, and I am anxious about getting back to my van. Every time I leave it unattended for days, I never leave that anxiety, is it gonna be okay? I just passed by a car here with 4 flat tires in the lot. So is mine the same way? Is it vandalized? Is it okay? Let's go check. Here we go. Here's my baby. Do I have full tires? Yeah, they are all inflated. Is my battery working? Do the lights come on if I hit the battery thing? Yes, they do. Thank God. I'm ending this trip the same way I started it, a rainy drive along Route 20. Back to Pittsfield. I'm gonna hit the gym there and get my shower in. I gotta get back to work tomorrow, so I need to shave and stuff. I also have not done my taxes yet. They are due at midnight tonight, and I don't have the time. I need to make some decisions on how I'm spending my time this year. I've been thinking about it the whole time in New York. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, yeah. I feel much better. I had a great time in New York City, don't get me wrong, but I dined out every night, and I feel the weight. I feel like I packed on a few pounds. Like I said, I also needed to shower and shave. Tomorrow I'm going back to the office, right back to the grind. No sleep for the wicked, restless, whatever I am. No sleep till Brooklyn. I don't know what saying I was going for there. I took the I-90, the Mass Pike, to get to Boston. In the interest of time, I normally take Route 2 or Route 9. It was a beautiful drive, but I still got here. It's almost 10 p.m. and I realized I have no food whatsoever. I have like a bag of popcorn and a half-drunk bottle of kombucha. I can't eat that for dinner. So I stopped at not a gas station, thank God, a Star Market here in Newton. I'm gonna see what they got. Get my garden mix, $3. Mushrooms, $6. Yeah, these are terrible prices. Yeah, this is gonna be an expensive dinner. I need to cook so bad. Just haven't had a chance yet. Didn't want to cook before I went on vacation. I probably won't be able to do that until Friday night. This week is gonna be a grind. What's left of this week anyway. As for tonight, I don't know how I'm gonna do my taxes in an hour and a half. The reason I put it off so far is I know I'm gonna owe money because of the Google AdSense revenue, and I want to make sure I tally up all my expenses for the year. I did not have a good bookkeeping system in place, so I may have to file late and do that penalty. I hope you can still file online after April 15th. That really sucks. Well, I did it. Believe it or not, I just filed my taxes, both the state and federal. It's 11:48. I did it by 12 minutes before the deadline. I'm actually getting a huge refund. I wish I had done this earlier, but I am tapping out. I have to get up in 6 hours. Talk to you guys in the morning. Getting my taxes done is a huge relief. Huge. That's been lingering over me for months. But I think the even more stressful thing is what I'm about to do right now. Go back to work, go back to the grind. I wish I had a longer vacation. I wish I had some time after the vacation to just get back and unwind for a day, but I did not afford myself that. So I just have to survive today. Let's just see if I can. For 6 consecutive months, I put out a video every other day. I only missed once because I spent Christmas Eve with my family. Didn't get a chance to film or edit. You know, I spent Christmas Eve with my family like you're supposed to. That's the only reason I missed that one day. I just have taken like 5 or 6 days off from filming and editing. Well, I've been filming this stuff, but giving myself a break just to like experiment, you know. I love the whole aspect of filmmaking. I love recording. I love the creative process. I'm not doing it because I feel like I have to. I'm doing it because I love doing it. The problem is I just don't have the time to do all the things I love doing. I'm going to make a decision on that tonight, but look at this beautiful pink sky just peeking out up ahead. This is the village of Waban in Newton that I'm walking home through tonight. I'm getting dinner in the same place I did last night. This video is covering night number 5. That's crazy. I am getting my classic meat and a tube of the garlic paste. I think somebody asked how many tubes of garlic paste I go through. I go through a tube every other day. They just make everything taste better. I have no guilt about it. Oh, it feels so good coming back to my van after a long day. I love my time in New York, but I missed sleeping in this thing. New York was awesome, you know, like I said 24 hours ago. Well, okay, 36 hours ago, I was still in New York City. I miss my mother already. I hadn't seen her in a number of years. We did stuff every day. I didn't film any of it. Filmed a couple times. I was off on my own. And that's, like I said in my example before, if I want to do like other stuff, when I'm with my friends and family, I don't feel like turning the camera on, shoving it in their face. I also need a break from that myself. But I miss posting videos on those days, and you know, when I don't post a video, I get no views. When I get no views, I get like no money from YouTube. This is more than a hobby to me right now. I am filming everything I'm doing, but my dream is still to do this full time. But I still need to bring home the bacon, you know. I still have my day job. I'm not giving it up. I think Vanlife works great at saving money while you still have a job. Income is a huge part of van life. Living like this can save you money, but it sure as heck ain't free. Use the time and money it frees up to your advantage. Invest in yourself. What am I even talking about? You know, this is crazy. I don't know. I'm going a bit crazy, you guys. Have you ever had like a week so busy that you feel like your time isn't your own anymore? You're just going through the motions, knocking off these points on your schedule, on your itinerary, and before you know it, weeks, months have gone by. That's what my life feels like lately. Yeah, so I need to make a decision. As much as I love YouTubing and filming every day, I don't know if I can keep it up. I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing me talk about this. I'm just blogging about my life here, you know. I'm trying to keep it relevant to living in a van and shuffling around in the van from place to place. But there are times when I just need to like vent about my living situation, what's stressing me out, and this is a good vehicle for that. Taking a break for 5 or 6 days was a great vehicle from that too. I used the time well. I'm ready to get back on YouTube. I'm ready for the spring to hit finally. It's still, nothing is on the trees out here. I was in New York City, everything was in bloom. There were green leaves out, not just flowers, but green leaves. There still ain't nothing like that here now. I need the spring. This is a 3-day weekend coming up. Anyway, yeah, what are these big decisions? 5 years ago today is when I decided I was moving into a van. And 5 years later, I'm deciding, I don't know what I'm deciding. I still need to think about it. Thanks for watching me. I miss talking to you guys and blabbing, losing my mind. I'll put something a little more coherent together for the next videos. So stick around. Thanks for watching again. Peace out.